Good morning Year 6, welcome to your literacy lesson for Monday the 4th of May 2020. Your literacy lessons this week will be posted on Seesaw. You'll just need to watch the videos and I'll try and guide you through as much as I can. Please do pause the videos at any points that you need. I will give you guidance on parts where you could possibly pause them, and then obviously know that you can go back and you can rewind the video should you need to if you miss anything or you just think you need to go back over. So we're going to start this literacy lesson with our spellings for the week, and the pattern that I've chosen is adverbs. So have a think first of all what an adverb is. And you should have remembered that an adverb describes an action, or it describes how an action is being carried out. So some examples are slowly, carefully, rarely. Have a think first what maybe the pattern is with lots of adverbs, including those examples I've just given you. And hopefully you've remembered that lots of adverbs end in ly. However, not all of them do. So some other examples where they don't might be always and very. And you've got some other examples, and you could look in your revision book if you want to remind yourself of some of those as well. Now, I'm going to take you through our spellings for this week, and they are all adverbs which are synonymous with determination. So adverbs that link with determination and being determined. And the reason that I've chosen those is I'm hoping that you can use them throughout your creative writing this week in the main part of your literacy lessons. So I'm going to pronounce each word, and I want you at home to practice saying that word out loud. I'll leave a little bit of pause time after each one. So number 1 is intently. Number 2 is diligently. 3 is repeatedly. 4 is knavishly. 5 is determinedly. Number 6 is resolutely. Number 7 is relentlessly. 8 is persistently. 9, tenaciously. And 10, continuously. So have a little look again at those words and just repeat them confidently one more time. So those words are listed on Seesaw, and what I'd like you to do with them is similar to what we do in class. I'd like you to create something similar to this in your exercise book. It doesn't need to be exactly the same, but it should be sort of these headings along with them. So I'd like you to write the word down, practice writing your spelling, find out the definition. That could be using a dictionary, it could be looking on Google, it could be asking somebody for support there, or you might have a thesaurus as well. Either is fine, but you find out the definition for the word. And then try and think of as many synonyms as you can. Some of them may be one, some of them may be quite tricky. Remember, a synonym is another word that means the same thing. And then number 4, try and have a go at using the original spelling in a sentence. You can just do one sentence, or you can do as many as you can. So you'll need to pause the video to do this, and you'll need to look at the spellings in the Seesaw activity, making sure that you write them down correctly. So you should have now had a bit of time to go through and find some synonyms and definitions of your spellings. I'm going to go through some synonyms and definitions that you might have come up with. You've probably realised that a lot of them mean similar things because they are all adverbs to do with determination and being strong-willed. So your first one, intently. When you do something intently, it means that you're paying close attention to something. Number 2, diligently. If you're doing something diligently, you're doing it in a way that shows care. Number 3 is repeatedly. It means you're doing something over and over again, or you're doing something continuously. Number 4, knavishly. Could mean that you're doing it quite cunningly or quite mischievously because you're determined to do something. Number 5, determinedly. Means that you're really wanting something, you're putting a lot of effort into it. Number 6, resolutely. Means that you're determined, so they're very, very similar in their meanings. Number 7, relentlessly. Means you might be doing something quite harshly or quite strictly, or you might be doing it constantly because you're so determined. Number 8, persistently. Means you're continuously doing something, consistently striving, for example. Number 9, tenaciously. Again, a very similar meaning. Means that you're doing something determinedly, you're adamant you want something or want to achieve something. And number 10, continuously. Means to do something constantly or to do something over and over again with very little break. So I'll let you have a little look at what you've got and what you've written down. Again, do pause the video if you need to, if you'd like to self-mark or you'd like to just edit anything that you've done there. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do then is we're going to gather some ideas and use our imagination. Now, I want you to look at the picture that we're going to use for inspiration. That picture is on Seesaw. I do have it here as well. Pause the video when you look at the picture and have a think about any questions that spring to mind, just any thoughts that you have that come to mind immediately, and just jot them down in your exercise book. So this is the picture that we're looking at. Hopefully you've got some of your own ideas. I'm going to go through some of the questions that I had about this. They were, who is the girl? Is she alone? Why is she there? When did this actually happen? When is this picture from? Is the girl lost? Did she purposely go to this place? Why does she have a lamp? How did she get there? What feelings or emotions does she have or is she going through? And then what can she see, hear, smell and feel? So hopefully you've got lots of different answers or ideas jotted down. They could be done on a spider diagram like I've done, or you could do it in a list. It's entirely up to you how you jot those down. But again, I would suggest doing that in your exercise book. So pause the video, have a good look at the picture, and if you need to add anything else in terms of ideas, add that in there now. So please do post your ideas to Seesaw using your imagination and your creativity to decide what this picture is showing and the questions and answers that you have about it. In tomorrow's lesson, we will be using your ideas, your questions and your answers that you've came up with today to create a setting description.